start. Starting things off on the defense. Now, something we were very critical of in game number 1 demo, as we were on the desk, was the attacks.
Yep.
I think we should be equally as critical here, just to make things fair.
Okay.
Maverick ban?
Yep.
Is this where we start the criticism?
Not necessarily. Maverick is out of the meta, mostly because he lost his nades. We see this trend happen a lot. I knew, whenever that change came in, you knew it was going to be just a silent killer. It was.
It wasn't very silent, though, was it? It was quite a big deal.
Maverick this is probably the only map that you would warrant a ban, just
Even
because
think about it,
there's
yes.
a lot of walls you can open up, and he kind of bypasses, that whole bandit trick-in scenario. It's very, very easy. An ace ban from Dunlimited. Don't see those all too often, so that will restrict the attackers to only the Thermite and only the Habana. Still not as bad. Keep manufacturers also open, but yeah, ace is one you don't see all too often, Azami. No surprise there. So, from what I've gathered about Dunlimited, is if anyone watched last year's Challenge League, if there's any recurrent viewers, if you're here for another season, welcome back to the box set. You will have seen that Helios Gaming was a team that was a bit of an interesting character. I hear that Dunlimited is the new villain, if that makes sense.
Your new villain.
My new villain.
You got to build this correctly.
Yeah.
Demo lost his mind last year on Challenger League, and I think it's taken until nearly now for him to get it back, bless him. And we might be about to lose it all again. We shall have to see.
I'm still hunting for those marbles that I lost.
Funnily enough, that's the first time we've seen an ace ban inside a Challenger League this year. Just had a quick check. 40 or so % pick rate.
One of the first ace bans I think I've seen anywhere.
Just ever.
Anywhere,
Since ace came out, maybe.
It's been a while.
It is a little bit of a strange one, but it speaks to the flexibility that's now available for these attackers, because you look across and you think, well, if you ban the ace, what else are you going to bring?
You say flexible. It does restrict them in terms of what this map edge, which is solely all about hard breach. And you're always looking for 2, sometimes 3. Teams will like to take the ace Thermite and the Habana just in case, so you are going to be restricted to just the 2. Zenoxo with the spawn peak on the Nordwind, and I looked at Clubhouse of the map and I was thinking, right, I actually think that's a really good pickup for Clubhouse or for 10-star. Dunlimited, like I mentioned, are a team that will go for those rat plays, will play silly siege in a sense, and they're not afraid to get out there and about and really start to unfold the chaos, unlock the box. And Clubhouse is a map that I don't really think you can do that on the attack. You have to play very structured, very monotonous in terms of what you have to do stage by stage. It doesn't leave you a lot with kind of crouch walks or solo pushes or rushes for that fact. There isn't too many of them in Clubhouse, if at all. And I think 10-star getting on the defense, this is where they can set the marker down.
I'm not sure what's going on here, but we're already seeing somebody pushing down long.
No, I don't.
We are well and truly into Tekken's Town already.
No, I hate this.
It's been a minute, and you're already going to be losing your mind. We're going to see a couple of kills trade out here. We do see the threat at least still hang around inside a Memorial. Bit of a pre-fire there from Jonker. He's got the info, but he hasn't got very many bullets left. Needs to be careful. Rory's going to pick up one onto Zenoxo. This is a mess, and we've not even seen half a round. Jonker, he is in the blender. He's going to be getting a couple of points of damage there onto Rorik. He knows that somebody's inside a blue. The plant's going to be going down momentarily. He has to try and make a play here. He has to try and get something happening. How has Hypex been allowed to walk down main stairs when we saw 50 seconds and there was still Roma's demo?
No, cancel the season. I can't go. I can't do it. No.
Oh, dear.
I refuse.
We see a spawn peak in the first 5 seconds. Zenoxo sets the pace, and I thought to myself, brilliant. That's as good a start as any team
give it back to them. That's what I was thinking, give it back to them. But what
have we just witnessed there?
I can't, no.
We get a player just shift W, straight down kitchen hall, straight down main stairs. Jex is still hanging around up in CCTV. Heads are well and truly in hands already here on the caster desk.
Honestly, you need a cam just for me. You need to put me somewhere. You just put me in the corner, tuck me away, just...
It's the perfect Uno reverse card, isn't it, from Dunlimited? They've gone, oh, you got the spawn peak, we're just going to push the side. Forget it. Forget the game that you want to play, we're going to play our game.
And that has warranted a cap cam pick to stop that from happening.
attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
Well, I would wager not just a Capcan pick, but almost a full turtle now. Just play on the half stairs. Don't mess around. We've got Jegs still upstairs in cache and CCTV. Jegs can do that, as far as I'm concerned. But we can't afford to have many other people offside. We've got players playing on main stairs.
They've got sentries now. Nobody's getting in and out of a passport. Nobody's getting through.
Oh, dearie me. Jegs gets himself caught out there. Some good intel and some good early roam clear here from Dunlimited. Dealing with that threat quite nicely. It puts the pressure on Azza now. He's got a decision to make. How long does he hang around for? Does he wait to catch a drone? Does he see if he can get a little bit of damage, maybe even a kill? Or does he just try and get away with his life here? Put some good damage in through the soft wall and will instead decide to retreat. Probably at this point, the smart move.
Yeah, the issue is with losing players as you go for the roam on the basement is basement for the attackers is all about having as many ways into the bomb site as possible. And there's a lot of ways. You've got kitchen hatch, blue hatch, motor hatch, down long, open up church wall, in through dirt, down blue stair, oil pit, so many. And the more players that you have as an attacker against the defenders, the more angles you can start pushing in from. It's physically impossible for the defense to hold everything at once. And that's what you want. You want that man advantage whenever you are attacking into this basement.
We've already seen a couple of C4s spent here as well. We saw TenStar bring 3. Wiserden and Znoxo have already used theirs. Azza still has one in pocket, so can contest and try and play around this kitchen hatch. It is still Cade Claude, but with Thatcher available, that Cade shouldn't last for too long. Not going to be any attempt at impact tricking as the Hibana sort of negates any need for that. I think it's a smart play from TenStar because look at how long it's taken Dunlimited now to do the simple things. They cleared the map at 2 minutes 5 and it's taken another minute until they've got Moto Hatch open. So it has slowed them down somewhat in that information gathering phase.
Yeah, Dunlimited need to get a move on because they have wasted a lot of time considering how much map control that they had. Still have not got the kitchen hatch open either, and they do have the Thatcher. It shouldn't be an issue, but where is said Thatcher? Where is Hypix? Over towards blue, you need to get in there and get that kitchen hatch open. Dunlimited, what are they actually going to go for? Because at the moment, we've not a lot of time left and losing players as easily as that. And that's all because they don't have the kitchen hatch open. They're starting to lose players when realistically you shouldn't be losing anyone in that scenario.
20 seconds, Nordwind's going to make a push in through blue. Rorik finds success as well, so although time isn't on their side, the manpower certainly is, and it's all down to YZN. Once again, the solo player inside of Church here, swings left, swings right, can't find any success. Hypex credited with that last kill. It could have been any number of the Dunlimited players. They get away with it. The time wasn't looking great for them, Demo, but they pushed the button. They hit the 3-2-1.
Yeah, double push down blue. It's a classic, isn't it, Ollie? You have kind of that pronged attack, one guy dropping down the hatch, the other person pushing down Adam stairs. It's a 50-50 for whoever is inside of blue. You swing onto the man, swing in your generator, or you fall back and then you get pushed into the sight line of the man coming down the staircase. Difficult one, but I mean, TenStar, you need to have a better grip on blue. You know, we always talk about that blue is the make or break for a lot of the attacks. It's just a gunfight. It's you win it or you don't. And generally, if the attackers win it, that's it. Because that, you know, means that nobody can play inside of Church. It opens up the backside of Arsenal as well. Not much you can do about it.
Well, Dunlimited have had 2 successful rounds attacking Church and Arsenal in 2 very different playstyles. One, a rush, not repeatable, not something that you can rely on every single time. And then a second where they execute quite a nice attack. They got the opening pick. They worked with the map control that they had. Yeah, they could have been a little bit quicker, but they got it done eventually regardless. So much so, TenStar, they've been forced into a site change. They're not going to go downstairs again. Instead, they're going to try their hand here at gym and bedroom. Got to be a bit of a wobbler that for TenStar as well. Going back to the same site and recognizing, it was a rush. We can get away with it. You know, we can get around that. We're not going to fall victim to that again. And then you lose to some fairly coordinated siege. You know, the roam clear onto Jegs was fantastic. That info exchange was top notch.
Going live.
Switching over towards the gym and bedroom defense, of course. And the thing is with Dunlimited is they still know. Well, you would expect them to know how to play Clubhouse. It is still that basic map. You know, if you can attack Clubhouse well, you're in good nick, has to be said. And At the moment, they're certainly doing that as they displayed in the last round, and at the moment, everything is going as planned. It's good structure, opened up those castle barricades, opened up now in towards the server breach, and they are looking for that sweep across the cash room. Are they? Because maybe nobody's actually visiting that. Sometimes teams do like to open up that main breach just to deny somebody moving in towards that server window and picking off anyone who may be on the bedroom windows. So that's really the reason why you would open that up. But at the moment, it doesn't look as if they're looking to commit. But oh dear, Ollie, not again.
Surely not. Nordwind, top of main stairs. Nook, cloak activated. He's turned his back to the player. The shots missed initially, and he didn't even flick round. Azza got away with a freebie. Quick flash in here from Army. It's not going to do anything to move Zanok, so he knows he just needs to hold firm, trying to keep that angle onto the window. Giving away first blood like that, which is a reckless play from Dunlimited. Certainly going to cost them here, as they're just going to have to take blind gunfights. Bit of a drone at the feet. Army has a heads up over on Jeg. It's going to be a small rotation here down those cash stairs as Noxo thinks, you know what, I'm just going to get myself out of harm's way here, can go for a full rotate through and make his way up main stairs, leaving the control of CCTV and cash in Dunlimited's hands. But at this point in the round with a minute left, that isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, 2 minutes wasted, not too bad from TenStar. And I think being able to, of course, deny that Nook, who things could have went disastrous all of a sudden for TenStar. Nordwind was able to find somebody, but just nobody was there for him. Nobody caught in the crosshairs off him. So TenStar have certainly decided to fall back and play a little bit more passive, and all I know is if they can hold on to that office, they should be in a good position to win this round. Dunlimited, what options are they going to go for? Sledge maybe looking for a push up towards the main stairs, but realistically for Dunlimited, they have to try and stick this plant and get that down. As soon as the plant goes down in the gym and bedroom, Ollie, it usually does fall in favor of the attackers from that point.
They've got a good presence here inside of stock, and they're going to try and leverage that right now as a bit of a swing comes in, but kills trade. And this time, TenStar, they're on the right side of things. I mean, there's going to be a prone player laid inside of the walk-in. He is aware, but Jonker, he might only have the UMP. He only needed to land a couple of bullets, but he certainly wasn't taking any chances. Look at the state of that pre-fire demo.
Yeah, TenStar certainly not leaving anything to chance. But it was good initiative, I think, there from TenStar, being able to double up inside of office, knowing that more than likely they will push in towards that office, rotate and try and take control of that room. The only thing I would say for Dunlimited is, you know, you have the other breach you can open up. You know, the jacuzzi breach didn't get looked at all, which is usually a bit of a shock because it is...
Do you mean demo main breach?
Yes.
As is often referred to on that site?
It's a bit of a surprise because it shouldn't be an issue.
If you ask people, what is main breach on gym and bedroom, a lot of people, I think 99% of people are going to say, jacuzzi wall.
So, yeah, they just need to...
Certainly an oversight.
Get their priorities in check.
The thing that worried me a little bit about that was that there was reminiscence and echoes of round number 1 with the Nook solo walking up main stairs. And I'm thinking, to see that twice in 3 rounds, is that a worrying sign of what these guys are going to be playing like? Are they just going to be playing for those small little entries?
There is a Banshee.
There is a Banshee. Probably about time. A little bit of Malusi action here is going to do just fine indeed. Try and slow down that Nook and not give so many easy lines of sight and lines of access in.
Bar is where we head to. A
little bit of bar stage.
It's, you know, popular now, isn't it? People loving the bar, and
it's more popular than CCTV and cash.
It is. The whole idea about the bar defense and why it's been revitalized, quote unquote, I said, well, was it really ever alive to begin with? You know, or was it just there? I don't know. It's the bar. Everyone knows about the bar. The main way we see teams really adapt to this is nobody's in the site. It is retake central. That is what it is all about. It is all about opening above the site, opening hatches, holding in towards bedroom, and you're giving the attackers 2 options. They can either just try and walk in the site and plant, which by that logic you will then get shot from every different angle that's being opened up, or 2, you force them in to go for a clear above, which is 9 times out of 10 what the attackers will go to. There's been a few times where rushes have happened where they haven't taken above, and that has ended in nothing but misery. So I do feel that TenStar are playing the meta to what you need to.
The only thing that I would maybe be a little bit concerned about is the lack of a maestro or a second bulletproof camera.
There's no echo, which is usually the priority. But then again, they have Valk, so they will sub it in and out.
They do have the Valkyrie. It depends on whether those get found or not, and if they are placed in and around the site. There is one bulletproof on Zenoxo that no doubt has been placed somewhere inside a bar. So there is going to be a bit of information there knocking around. Typically, it's in and around that B chassis. I can't actually see it at the moment, but...
It could be above, who knows?
Could be above. It will be knocking around somewhere, though. We've seen it placed. But it does just, you know, ask that question, is there enough info if there is a little bit of a side push on the cards? Because we know that Dunlimited,
here they go.
They're not afraid of that demo.
We do see the kill come in, and that means Diffuser is going to be down, so Dunlimited have went for the front uptake. This was the option that I do say does end in misery, but somehow they've made it work. The Diffuser is being planted, and nobody from 10-Star is jumping on the opportunity. They have the angles above, but no, do not have it for the plant position. Dunlimited have just walked in, got their kills, Ollie Diffuser goes down, and 10-Star just wondering, well, how's this happened?
It was almost like we spoke it into existence, demo. We were talking about the lack of information. We were talking about if Dunlimited see an opportunity here, they are probably just going to push the site. Zenoxo, he was never long for this world, unfortunately. Pre-firing his way upstairs, eventually exposes himself on the gym hatch. It's going to be a flawless round for Dunlimited. There was a down in there, so we'll still call it flawless. It is a flawless, but a plant and a flawless and a quick execute onto site. That's what Dunlimited are bringing us so far tonight. They are bringing quick, sharp, and opportunistic plays, and they are all trademarks that we deem good attacking teams to have. Be opportunistic. See a hole, see a site, and fill it. That's what they did. They filled it with bodies, filled it with a blank going down. 10-Star left stunned here.
Did you see how quick of a rotation Dunlimited made? Dunlimited were setting up shop. 10-Star, they thought they were getting sold into, oh, they're going to clear above, guys. And you've seen that's the position they were holding everything. But then in a matter of 2 seconds, Dunlimited went from, okay, we're attacking above to, oh, you know what, we're just going to run in.
Main door.
That's how quick it was. That is the turnover rate. And the issue with then 10-Star almost being sold in, that they're going for the upstairs clear. Look at the position I think Zenox was on in the Melusi, inside a cache, holding on to, you know, the doorways, expecting that push coming above. And if he's holding those angles, what's he not holding? The hatch. He's not holding the construction hatch. He's not holding for the players just rushing into the bar.
Tactical timeout for 10-Star. It's definitely time. We do speak about how Clubhouse as a map is not as defender-sided as it maybe once was, but it's certainly a better map than a 1-3 split.
It does feel as though 10-Star, I feel as though 10-Star, they know what Dunlimited is going to do.
Yeah.
Because you would expect, like I said, Dunlimited, you can look at them and you know they're that kind of team. They are that team this season, right? I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels as though that 10-Star, they know what Dunlimited is going to do, but they do it anyway. Or they let them do, or whatever, you know, I'm trying to get words across, but yeah.
I think 10-Star look a little bit headlocked into playing their version of Siege.
They look timid.
Yeah.
I think that first round really shook them because they looked as if went for the spawn peak, they were up for the fight, and then...
It was the flip reverse, wasn't
honestly,
it?
that first round,
it really set a lot of pace there.
I do not know.
Let's see if they can redeem themselves here. They have taken a timeout and they are going to be going back to the basement. Now, they've been unsuccessful here twice. One was at the hands of a rush. An IQ, of all things, walking down main stairs. If it was a Nook, I would have allowed it. But it was an IQ. And then the second round, it was pretty much a 20-second execute from Dunlimited, where they were successful in clearing that roam game. 10-Star still looking to play this roam. Jegs is going to be upstairs in construction at the moment. He does have a couple of hatches open this time, though, but he knows that the pressure is likely going to be coming onto him very soon. Zenoxo is upstairs to assist. And there are a couple of Valkyrie cameras knocking around. We've seen one placed inside of Garage, which should be providing a little bit of support. Azza just below here as well. Going to go for a bit of an ambitious C4. Doesn't blow it initially, was potentially trying to go for Rorik there. Rorik is actually going to take the fight straight to him. And Azza picks up that first kill. The trade, immediate there from Dunlimited, but Azza is there to grab one back. A successful roll, and you can see there the X-ray vision. We see the scurrying players back down onto the site.
Yeah, brilliant work from TenStar. The roam actually working. Jegs, 0-5 at the moment. He's starting to get in that whole ollie where maybe he's trying too much for the kill, but then again, he's done well. Supposed to be the live bait there for Azar to get the double kill. And look at the important kill that Azar has went for. And he's also after nearly another one trying to shoot him through the oil pit. Great. Look what operator he's killed. The Habana. Crucial, it has to be said, for the downstairs. What a shot there, I think, from Hypex. Also being able to find Azar on the retreat back, utilizing the hatch. They've eliminated the Habana. That means that Dunlimited are going to be headlocked into essentially only the moat. You may be thinking, oh, but surely they can just open up the kitchen hatch. No, no, no. There is an impact from Yonka. There is still C4s from TenStar. You're not going to be able to get through that hatch.
There is one decision to be made here, and that is, where do we use the exothermic charge? The only logical place is the Moto hatch. You can't use it on kitchen, you're going to lose it. You can't even risk using it on church because it isn't guaranteed. You need to get yourself that alternate angle. An ambitious C4 there from Zenoxo through the hatch. Fortunately for Army, he'd got himself just a little bit further out of that blast radius. We are into that danger zone of the 25-second mark. Hypex showing himself here at the blue stair, as Nordwind is thinking about a Moto drop as well, but he's very low health. Not a lot for him to be long gone here in this round. Hypex has pushed up a little bit and is starting to work in through church. We see a double drop into Moto. Zenoxo takes down Nordwind. He didn't need to land a lot there. He's going to re-peek and swing for the next. Doesn't need to land too much onto Army either. YZN shuts down Hypex. Much better round there from TenStar.
I love that adaptation as well from TenStar. I think they did it as well in the previous round, but I didn't get a chance to touch on it. They have not made any blue rotates. Generally, if you see that in your rank game, you're thinking, who has the shotgun? Who has not been doing the rotates? For the way TenStar are reading into Dunlimited, they love that blue take. They love pushing down blue. They've done that very successfully. The thing is, if you're pushing in, players like Thatchers or Habanas down that blue, they get into Generator, and then where do they go? Because they're going to see, oh, there's supposed to be a rotate. I'm supposed to be able to walk into sight. It's not there anymore. That headlocks them into, we can either sit there and try and get a kill, but it's going to be tricky, or we have to walk in through a door, which can be easily held. Moments like that, it shows that TenStar, they're doing the research well. If you know a team likes to push blue, they are very good at taking blue, you don't give them an entranceway into the site.
Well, the timeout was good for a round for TenStar here. Took a timeout, at the end of round number 4. Successful in round number 5. And up to gym and bedroom for round number 6. Let's see how they choose to try and hold on here. Now, we got a little bit of a weird push from Dunlimited. Last time we saw them attack this site in round number 3. It was a bit of a Nook main stairs angle, which really didn't pay off. And some desperate site attempts toward the end of the round. Dunlimited did open up here, but it looks as though there's an intention maybe to bandit trick demo.
Nordwind looking for that early pick again, and Azar, certainly the player that you have to look at and saying he's doing a good job so far in this game. 5 kills, important double kills, of course, in that last round also. He is by himself, though, which is probably the only scary thing, is if he does get picked off, Ollie, nobody's there for the refrag, and we know that certainly Dunlimited, they are a hungry team for kills. Are we seeing a rush? Oh, Ollie, we're seeing a rush. We're seeing a rush.
It's happening again. Well, we called for the main breach to be open last time, but we didn't necessarily call for the rush off the back of it. Hypex immediately gets himself into bathroom. Now, Yonka is playing in gym, and he does have the castle barricade for security. YZN's got a crucial job here, trying to hold on in the corner of the site, but he isn't able to. 2 kills fly in favor of Dunlimited. Azar's now got a really tough task of making his way up these main stairs, and slowly but surely, TenStar are just getting cut off here. Jegs, he's trying to rejoin the party from construction. Azar thinking about maybe a little bit of a rotate below, but he's no C4. He can't do anything about the plans as it goes down. Zenoxo takes Army down, 3 versus 3. Finds himself another. The sled's just dropping out of nowhere. Hypex, he's caught inside of the showers. He's pre-firing for all he's worth, but it's not good enough. Drawn for the bailiff and shut down. Azar, successful. TenStar with the retake.
Again, just... Oh... I hate this game. I hate this game. I have to question the sledge there. In what universe do you know if the diffuser's being planted in a position where you can hold it from a window? Do you ever drop the hatch?
Lost. Caught in the moment.
I find that very confusing.
Firmly caught in the current there, I think.
That was better control from TenStar. And we've seen, I think, information was better. We've seen red pings immediately come in.
Yes.
Immediately. Really shocked that if they're going for that full rush in towards the breach, Dunlimited, why not maybe bring the sledge for that breach? Obviously, yeah, they did bring a sledge, yes, but he wasn't with the team. Sledge straight into the gym. They were blocked off. They couldn't go through the castle barricade. Then they're just filtered into a chokehold, which is inside bathroom. Why not use the sledge? Right in you go in towards gym. Get that plant down 10 times earlier. I'll be honest, if they did go for that, I don't think TenStar were... They were quick, but they weren't quick enough for that play. They weren't quick enough if they were to sledge in towards the gym. Because what did they have? They had YZN, who was on the office that could easily have been swung from anyone inside a bathroom. Who was the Wamai? He was a fair distance away from actually being able to hold, you know, that push in. So there was moments there for Dunlimited.
Well, you'd be glad to know, Demo, that Dunlimited can't rush on the defense.
Oh, well, watch them. Watch their space.
They're going to go for it somehow. So we should at least see some things that aren't going to make you lose your mind as badly.
I don't lose my mind.
I think TenStar have done well to recover a 3-3 there. So that game was kind of quickly slipping away from them in the opening half. And a good job to drag it back. Entering this half now at a level pegging.
TenStar have to attack now, which, as you know, can be tricky. Can be tricky. They will be bringing in the Habana plus 2 hard breach gadgets, Ollie, rather than the Thermite that I think we've seen Dunlimited run almost every round. I think it was every round we've seen the Thermite. So they will be going for a different change of pace, going for the double soft breach sledge and also the buck. Just in case one does get picked off, then you still have a way in to open up that kitchen floor. But TenStar happy enough to do their Fura drone work, and I think you have to against a team like Dunlimited. You have to give them that respect, and I'm happy to see TenStar have done that.
A bomb has been located.
It's funny to see what an ace ban and a Maverick ban, for that degree, does to the nades that are available for the attackers.
Well, there isn't really nades, too many of the nades in the meta still. You know, it's still... Sledge is always going to be there. Nuke, obviously, being open can be a possibility, but... You know, there's not as many nades as what there used to be. Not as many. Any glass naders?
Maybe when we get to border.
I hope not. Smoke all the way.
You bring the smoke
All
on
the
someone
way.
else.
You need the smokes.
Bring the Capitao as well.
No.
Oh dear. Are we going to see... No, surely not.
No.
I got a little bit panicked there. I saw 3 outlines, then realised that Army was actually on the floor below. Thankfully, we're not seeing TenStar just hightail it down that memorial hatch. Instead, they're going to get an opener. Jegs. Not really had the best time of things on the defence, but kicks things off
Just
pretty strong here. Freebie onto those blue stairs. Lots of Wamai discs knocking around here as well, so any nades and stuns that are destined for the defenders are going to get chunked through.
Remember, I've mentioned how crucial it is to have the man advantage for the attacks. This now opens up TenStar for a lot of different avenues, and Jegs has put a lot of damage in. We see a double blue push coming in, one coming down from Oil Pit. Obviously, Jegs on the staircase, so there will be a big fight for that generator. And speaking of the man in Oil Pit, Fred's a needle, finds Hypex. Jegs eliminates Rorik, and Dunlimited look as if they're about to fall by the wayside, equally as what TenStar did.
Plan going down now from Jonker. Army is successful on taking Azad down. There is still another player in blue, but with the plank going down under the distraction, it is all going to be enough. 1 versus 3 now, as Army has quite a lot to find. He likely knows where the plant has gone down, but TenStar aren't taking any chances. They've got some vertical control. Jonker just sitting inside of the armory there. It's going to be easy enough for him to pick up that final kill. Of course, the kitchen hatch open above as well, and a player rotating. Real belt and bracer stuff in the post plant from TenStar.
Yeah, just clinical, isn't it? It's just that's the way you attack Clubhouse. Basement, that's it. Not much more you can say. It's... is it bad of me if I say that, like, you know, I expect that? That's the standard?
I expect that.
That's TenStar. We rate them highly. We've seen them.
There's no bias here.
Beat some big teams. It's not bias. It's not bias. You all thought we were biased with M&M, and look what's happened. We're the Oracles.
I wouldn't go that far.
Listen to it.
Goodness me.
We said Makers would also make it through last year, but look what happened.
I mean, we've said the same this year.
We have.
Sure, if you say it enough times, you're going to be right at some point.
6N GT's going to win every week.
Now that is you.
That is me all day of the week.
Forced into a site rotation here. Dunlim not fancying the chances downstairs again. Instead, going to go to gym and bedroom and see if they can try their luck there. I do, as much as you joke around and sort of say that's what you expect out of an attack, I agree. A very concise take of blue, a good use of hard breach utility, and we didn't even touch really on the roam clear. The roam clear from 10 Star was fantastic.
It was just
they gave themselves so much
drone,
time.
you get everything done.
Replace drones, all these little things that add up.
Please remember, this is not tier 3, this is tier 2 siege. You know, we should be seeing teams who can compete with the tier 1s. We should be seeing, you know, similar scale, not to the, you know, best of extent, but it should be similar enough to being able to attack Clubhouse. Nice little adaptation there from 10 Star, realizing that it's gym and bedroom, switching out the hard breach gadgets on the buck. Now you take the Thermite to get those bigger openings.
Consistently running the IQ as well.
Valkyrie, of course, being open.
Valkyrie there to... always a Valkyrie camera to find somewhere. Jackson's Nox are already inside a garage here. A little bit of drone work going out. Maybe going to go for
nade from below.
A little bit of nade from below action, just waiting for this information. Jonker should be able to provide a little bit, but
he's on the table.
He's only got one nade, so he's instead going to rotate himself up. Look at the confidence that he's moving with here as well. All of this is droned. He knows exactly what is clear and what isn't, and has taken some very meaningful ground there. Opening kill this time coming in favor of Dunlimited as Jegs is going to be unsuccessful. A C4 as well from Army. For all the information that 10 Star had, they weren't expecting that demo.
I don't know what's happened to them. But Dunlimited, they have whacked so much utility in this hold. The Wamai discs, mute jammers were also causing a bit of a nuisance, and just two of them stuck in the corner. But what a swing from Nordwing. There's the shotgun from Army, and 10 Star have just crumble at the first hurdle, essentially, Ollie. And a brilliant first attack, but this one is just not up to scratch. Junker, yeah, do your best, get some kills, but I don't think it's going to be enough, Ollie. It really isn't. Look at the HP. There's so much to do. 3 players to find. Good crossfires being held by Dunlimited. As soon as he walks through that door, he'll either shot in the face or shot in the back of the head. What would you prefer?
Neither of
which. Face or back of the head?
Neither of which are a good option. I at least like the chance of a gunfight, though, and that's what he's being given right now, but Army just pops up and hits him with the one pump. It's a shame that, because 10 Star moved with a lot of confidence there, but they were moving into what was essentially a very intricate brick wall that Dunlimited had set up. The holes in the top of the reinforcement, it was almost inviting the nades and the stuns to come over the top. But on the flip side, with Wamai discs placed on the reinforcement, they were never really going to do all too much, and it gave an opportunity for a C4 over the top, which was the all-important thing. Unsuccessful nade from below from Xenoxo was unfortunate, but that was really what not their whole attack, but a lot of their attack hinged on that.
I am really surprised that 10 Star have went for the cash across technique with only bringing one set of nades.
It seems a little bit ill thought through. You need more nades to go for that.
There's going to be that top red shield, and sure, you can argue saying, oh, but you could just use the EMP grenades. Remember, Wamai can just keep reinventing the wheel, can just keep tossing them out in different areas that aren't going to be affected by the raiders. You could put them everywhere. You could put in, what, 3 different Wamai discs in that red hallway in all different areas. Fast grenades aren't going to get them all.
10 seconds to go.
Down to bar we go.
5 seconds to go.
Extension in towards strip clubs, one we don't see all too often.
We don't, do we?
Attackers are heading out to
And the shield also. Is hatch open? Soft for the meantime. That's a bit of a funky one. I assume the idea is, obviously you have an alibi, you have a 1.5x with a good gun. You could theoretically get a massive long angle that could just get you a cheeky kill. It could happen.
Quite possibly. You are giving yourself a big area of vulnerability, though.
Certainly. I mean, if they take strip control for the attack,
it's not very often that you do see strip control being taken, though. A lot of focus is really going to be in and around that main door area. Hypex is going to be giving himself a bit of an audio cue if anyone does choose to push in.
Yeah, look at that long angle you can see, Ollie. I wonder what angles he's, maybe could get from the hatch as well. He has opened it up, but it is a risky one. Looking at the Ying on 10 Star, that is the pushing power. Azur has all in his hands. There is going to be plenty of denial with those Wamai discs they will have to burn through. And not only that, we're seeing the Maestro, some heavy information, Ollie, and also some killing potential for someone who's going to go in for the plant.
I called for a Maestro when we saw 10-Star attempt this site on their defenses. A Maestro, for me, is crucial on this site to give you that information. When you aren't going to have bodies and eyes on the site, you need to have something. And the Maestro cameras give just exactly that. They've doubled that with a bulletproof. So they shouldn't be getting caught out by surprise at all here. They should know if and where the plant's going down and if and where a push is coming. 10-Star are much more likely to go for this top floor clear, though.
10-Star have got what they've needed. They have got control of cash. They have that single wall opened up. Now nobody is allowed in construction. Nobody. Defenders are not allowed in. Generally, if you're a defender, you open up that construction hatch. Anyone tries to rush in, you can drop it, you can kill them from it, yada, yada, yada. You know the score by now. Are 10-Star maybe just looking to kill everyone above? That could be a potential for them right here, but no, the jump out happens. Jegs is there with the refrag. Two of them have pushed in towards Office right now. They are looking for kills. Do they know? But IWI, he will be flashed out. Anyone going to follow up? It should be a free kill. Candela also being fired in, but no, Nordwin has a great angle on the main stairs. And he refrags not at the moment. There's still a man inside of Bathroom Ollie, and they have no idea. 10-Star.
This is criminal. We saw 2 Candelas thrown for nothing. We've seen stuns, everything. The kitchen sink thrown at IWI, and eventually Jegs is able to take him down, but it's cost so much. He's 1 versus 3 with 25 seconds left to go. He's got a yellow ping, but Hypex is playing close. 10-Star, they had the tools that they needed to take that top floor, but they're really struggling with this Wamai demo.
That attack, I don't see that all too often, where teams will, you know, it looks as if they're doing the general thing, which is just take cash, open up the wall, deny anyone playing the hatch construction, then follow up with, you know, the general gist attack where you just push in, get the plant down, nobody can stop you from planting, you can hold the holes, you know. And to see a team then do that and then think, you know what, we're going to actually try and kill everyone above, it just screams a bit of a fear factor, and you don't have self-confidence that you can get a simple plant down. Because watch it happen from that point, and they made good timing. They didn't lose anyone. They were able to scare the defenders away. As soon as you have construction, you rotate the stock, you open up that double wall, you then send somebody down kitchen, because that's really the only other place that you can get killed from is the kitchen hallway, and get a plant. There's nothing stopping you. There's no echo on the board, no smoke. What are you scared of? That's what it screams to me, is you're a little bit scared that you don't have the confidence.
Dunlimited. Downstairs we go. Church and Arsenal. I'm not seeing the secondary hard breach gadgets on the book brought this time. Instead, we're sticking with the Thatcher Thermite combo for 10-Star. There's been a bit of a hefty change around for the defenders, though, Demo. We've got a Goyo this time.
Oryx.
Fantastic for cutting off those areas. We've got the Vulcan shields, or the Vulcan canisters, should I say, which are going to be wasting a lot of time. Oryx for a bit of quick roam potential. And something we don't get to see a great deal of at the minute is the Thunderbird.
No, I can't remember last time I've seen a Thunderbird in competitive. It has been a long time, and I don't really know why. I kind of know why, but it's a little bit of a weird one. I just think that teams don't value, I think, the early engagements is maybe what they used to last year. We've seen a lot of Thunderbird going into the meta last year, and I think that's probably because nades were prevalent. You were getting naded from below, you were taking a lot of damage. You don't see that all too often. So you maybe don't need the Thunderbirds anymore.
Well, again, only 2 nades being brought from the attackers. They've not got the luxury of picking onto a lot of nade ops. They're not playing the Nook the same way that Dunlimited were forcing that into the lineup. They're really just sticking to this sledge and the sledge alone in terms of nades. Jegs getting himself in some bother on the entry, takes a couple of points of damage. He's going to be searching out here inside a bedroom. There are going to be some defenders present, but
I think they're gone, Ollie.
They will start to retreat. Nordwin's made his way down those main stairs. He's going to be tucked into the showers for now.
Look at IWI.
We've got a rat.
Rorik's found a kill. Where's that from? He's skirting about inside of bar, it seemed to have been, Ollie, or was that upstairs? I don't know, but he was certainly somewhere. I do not feel comfortable. Because I just know this is going to work. Of course it's going to work.
Well, we've actually got 2 rats because Nordwin's still tucked away in a corner as well.
This is 100%, yeah. Jex is dead. I'm telling you now. Our sledge, somebody's dying. Trust me.
You need a pest controller at this point. Nordwin can wait here for the entirety of the round. He's not even droned. The entirety of the round, he can just wait here, and all he needs to do is find 1 kill in the final 10 seconds.
All they have to do is stop Jex crouch walking into sight, essentially. because that's where he's eyeing up his push. He's looking to go down in towards the blue stairs. Oh, Nordwin, there we go. He pounces, and also he kind of covers for IWI. Whenever you know there's an Oryx inside a strip, the last thing you're expecting is a Melusi inside a kitchen.
It's a brilliant bait.
Oh, Jonker.
I'm sorry. That's it.
Yeah.
It's over. IWI picks up the kill. Jegs does finish off Rorik. IWI is going to be still inside of Kitchen, but he's done his job now with only 25 seconds and 2 players for 10-star alive. It's going to be very tricky indeed. And as if we predicted it, Demo, Nordwind, the final 10 seconds, all he needs to do is get 1 kill. Appears from strip, moves through showers. Disastrous drone work from 10-star. Not enough information gathered. Dunlimited. Match point.
Just, what do you say? You have to respect this team. And they did that so well the first time they attacked the basement. How good was that?
Yeah.
We went from one end of the spectrum to you couldn't get further away.
Well, we went as far as to say that is the standard. That's what we expect. That's what we want to see.
No, we expect that from
now,
a team that's maybe never played together.
Well, and now we're looking at it and we're going, who are these guys? Did they really play round number 7? Is it the same team that played round number 7? Because they played round number 7 really well.
And people will say that we're critical, Ollie. Tier 2 Siege. Tier 2 Siege. These fellas want to be professionals. If you can't do your basics right, Ollie, what can you do?
10-star have already used their tactical timeout, so they will have to try and fix the problems that they are facing currently on the fly.
5 seconds to go.
Previous attempts at this site have gone pretty 50-50.
Objective is to defuse the bomb.
I'd like to see them open up the breach into CCTV, but not focus on it, not get tunnel visioned into that problem, because it was a Jenga puzzle that they just weren't able to solve.
Extra set of nades?
We did ask for an extra set of nades.
And I think they realised that they need an extra set of nades, because you cannot rely on Zenoxo getting everything, because he literally can't. He cannot get everything.
Now, whilst we might have an extra set of nades, it is on a Nook that is currently entering in through strip at a rate of knots.
Where's Zenoxo died? Oh, he's been punctured by dirt, hasn't he? Oh, was he on the breach?
Unlucky.
Where was he?
Stood on the table.
Oh no, I think he was on the. Was he in the rooftop? Did he?
Oh,
Oh, he's on the table.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, a bloody bat's been left in. Look at that.
Oh, near. Jegs is taking a load of damage as well. Where was that from?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh dear, oh
Or finds
dear.
another one.
It's falling apart. Jegs is on 1 HP in a dream. Wiseden and Yonker are sat there thinking, guys, we've tried to drone you in, but we can't do anything against Punchholer's armies, and Nook's getting a little bit ahead of the drones, or just getting unlucky.
They are dangerous, this Unlimited side. Very, very dangerous. They have exceptional gun skill. I think they've showcased that. They've had the better guns up head play.
Jegs seeing if he can find anything from a hatch. He's potentially looking for a bit of a cheap kill here. He does still have 2 nades, so in an ideal world, that's 2 kills, and that would do something to try and level things out. One's going to get thrown on up there. Doesn't do enough damage or any damage to Rorik. Yonker does have a drone at the top of main stairs. He knows that somebody's playing inside of logistics. Nade will get sent through, but again, it's just a little bit too short. The 2 ace in the holes, as it were, for 10-star haven't produced anything, and now Jegs is left with a horrible challenge on his hands. Waiting for his time to pounce, crouch walking himself up main stairs. He needs a little bit of a distraction. He needs a bit of assistance from his teammates, and he's going to get it. We do see the wall start to get open now into construction. That's going to do something to give the players something to think about, but the mute jammer has been replaced a little bit better this time.
It's placed at the top, so he will get it open, but Ollie, look how separated they are, and yeah, Yonka gets eliminated. Nobody's whiffing for the refrag. There goes YZN, and there goes Jegs Dunlimited. A dominant last round, but a dominant performance, Dunlimited. They played the siege we expected, Ollie, and 10-star just let it happen.
They really did. A 7-4 there for Dunlimited. That's certainly stamped down a little bit of authority onto 10-star, who, I mean, for us, have been one of the favourites coming into the competition. But Dunlimited getting the job done there.